everyone, what's up guys? Welcome back to my real vlog channel, and as always let's spend some time together. I hope today everything will work because I have new update. Okay, I have new update of my stream panel application. And I need to test it. Okay. I see Potrix, but I don't see this. Okay. It's coming. Let's start with something. Oh, Wadakail, hi! Good morning, how are you? Nice to see you again. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, just last days I stream day over day, not every day, so... Yeah, I'm great. Hope you too. What's up? It's great. How's your health? Is everything okay after your surgery? Everything going well. Oh, it's great. Glad to hear it. Last yesterday. Okay. Great. He says everything okay. No more medicine. Whoa! Finally! No more medicine. So you completely healthy now. Great. Okay, let's start with my makeup. It's almost 8 a.m. and I'm woke up like 2 hours ago. It's rainy days here. Here too. Yesterday was only 7 Celsius. It's middle of summer. Can't believe. I hope maybe today will be better weather and I can go for a walk. Yesterday we tried to go to the zoo, tried to go to the pet shop, but everything was closed because of morning of Sunday. Nice to see you wake up. Let's switch to browser. Not yet, not yet. Not yet. A bit later we'll go to kitchen and we'll do something with it. Rainy season next 2 months. We don't have rainy seasons like seasons. We have just usual summer and winter. And in winter we have a lot of rains, but in summer we have a lot of rains too. 48 hours continuously raining. Oh, it's a lot of water, I think. We have here like 4 times with rain per day, but it's not like heavy rain, it's like drizzling or so. So it's not a lot of water, but it's still really wet. If you understand what I mean. And cold, because 7 Celsius, it's like, for me it's like winter. It's not middle of summer.
It shouldn't have to be the responsibility of the store to make sure that people buy the right thing. It shouldn't have to be the responsibility of the store to make sure that people buy the right thing. But at the end of the day, they need to not sell things that are downright harmful
Rainy
for the
season,
animals that
yeah.
they're claiming to care for. Many people take really good care of their pets, but unfortunately there are also those who don't, and certain species are more likely to be neglected and mistreated than others. And those species are those that fall into the categories of small and exotic pets. These are your guinea pigs, your hamsters, your rabbits,
No winter.
birds, fish, reptiles.
It's
These
great
animals are commonly
have no
neglected
winter.
and mistreated due to a fundamental
I'm really
misunderstanding of their
jealous.
needs, their their care, their behavior, and their intelligence. Some people think that
No
because those pets
snow,
are small,
no
that they're
cold.
easier and they need less care, but this really couldn't be further from the truth. Animals are complicated no matter the size. These animals being exotics means that they need complex care, enclosures, and very specialized nutrition. Rodents, reptiles, and fish are commonly impulse purchases at pet stores, so people fail to do the necessary research and the animals suffer because of it. Small pets like rodents are commonly put into uncomfortable situations for the owner's enjoyment and entertainment. Not necessarily on purpose. Most people don't really realize the distress that they're causing their pet, but the unfortunate truth is that there are those who just don't care. Everybody loves dogs and cats, but not everybody loves rodents.
Here a lot of water because a lot of pressure and downpour. How's your camera works? Yeah, it's I now I have two completely identical cameras because old one was changed by warranty, completely free. But meanwhile, I needed second one, so I bought different one, like not so different, the same, but another one. Now I have two cameras, and I'm happy with it because if something going wrong, I have spare camera for it.
Reptiles and fish, so people are less likely to speak up when they see abuse and neglect. And most people are uneducated on small and exotic pets, so they don't actually have the knowledge required to spot neglect for these species. Which is what I'm here to help with today. I'm not a veterinarian and I'm not a species expert on these animals by any means, but I have learned a lot over the years being a crazed animal lady, and I've also done a ton of research to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best information possible. So hopefully I can share some valuable information and make the world a little bit better for these little critters. Guinea pigs are a popular kids' pet, but unfortunately their needs are more commonly neglected than actually met. Guinea pigs are highly social animals that deteriorate when they're kept in solitary confinement, and yet an astonishing amount of people will keep only one guinea pig at a time. In the wild, guinea pigs typically live in groups of 3 to 10, so understandably, social interaction with members of their own species is incredibly important for their mental and physical well-being. And no, I'm sorry, you don't count as proper social interaction for your guinea pig. That doesn't mean that guinea pigs don't like humans or don't value them or can't get anything out of interacting with them, but unfortunately, you are not a replacement for another member of your guinea pig's species. A lot of people will try to say,
oh, well, like, I play with my guinea pig every day, so it's okay.
I'm sure that helps, but it's not a replacement for another guinea pig. In Switzerland, it's actually illegal to keep a guinea pig on their own. Guinea pigs are also highly active and need a lot of room to run around and stretch their legs. And pretty much every commercial cage is too small. Do not buy a guinea pig cage from the pet store. It is a complete waste of money. Unless things have completely changed since the last time I was there, none of those cages are big enough. The minimum recommended cage size for 2 guinea pigs is 7.5 square feet, but 10.5 square feet is a lot more comfortable. You can do a homemade wooden or CNC cage, or you can do what I did and utilize a puppy playpen with fake flooring underneath and then bedding on top, obviously. Let me be really clear though, this cage size, it's not a if you can give them that amount of space. It's give them this amount of space or don't get guinea pigs at all. Because cages like this are neglect and abusive. A lot of guinea pig owners overlook just how important coat and nail health is for their guinea pig. Especially if you have a long-haired guinea pig, you need to be brushing them
Greta
to prevent
Thunberg.
matting, and their nails really need to be clipped regularly.
What happens?
If they're not, they can grow way too long into uncomfortable positions, they can curve around, they can bend in ways that they shouldn't, and in severe cases, they can even curve around and grow into the pads on the bottom of their feet. So you're going to have to learn how to be comfortable with clipping their nails, Do your research about their nails though, because they are very similar to dogs in that they basically have a quick that you cannot cut. If your guinea pig has white or clear nails, then that's going to be really easy because you'll be able to see it. If they have black nails, it's going to be a little bit trickier, but that's something that you're going to have to get comfortable with if you're going to have guinea pigs, because it is very hard to find an exotic vet for guinea pigs, and you're not really going to want to pay to take them in to get their nails clipped every time it needs to happen. The diet of a guinea pig is also very commonly overlooked. Most people do know that the vast majority of their diet is supposed to be hay, and that is awesome, but a lot of people make mistakes
Oh, yeah.
with the pelleted food department, because yes, guinea pigs should get some form of pelleted food, not a lot, but just enough to make sure that they're getting the vitamins and minerals that they need, in addition to some fresh veggies. But you got to be really careful about what kind of pellet that you're getting. A lot of people will get these pellet and seed mixes that are really colorful and look really exciting, kind of look like Fruit Loops almost, thinking that they're healthy or that they've got to be tasty because they look really cool. They may be tasty, but unfortunately they are not healthy. For the most part, when it comes to guinea pig pelleted food, the more boring it looks, the healthier it is. Sticking with the rodents, another popular pet amongst children are hamsters. Small, fluffy little critters that parents often impulse buy for their kids. Or just buy for their kids. It's not always an impulse purchase, but sometimes it is. And unfortunately, most parents do follow pet store advice on their hamster's care. I'm not saying that there are no good pet store employees. There are definitely a lot of really good pet store employees, but there are also a lot who lack the knowledge to give you proper information, and there are some people who also just aren't going to care that much. And many pet stores also just sell cages, equipment, and food that is completely incompatible with the animal that they're selling it for. People often buy hamsters because their kid wants a little fluffy pet to cuddle and play with. But hamsters are incredibly sensitive and nocturnal. They can get pretty grumpy and nippy if you wake them up for a nap to play with them or to cuddle with them. And a lot of them also don't really want to cuddle or play. Some of them do, some of them don't. They need a very soft touch. You have to be gentle with them, and this can be very difficult for many young children. Because of how delicate hamsters are, if you squeeze them or drop them by accident, it's likely going to mean a trip to the vet. But a lot of people also don't even take their hamsters to the vet. I've actually talked to people who didn't even know that you could take a hamster to the vet. They were like, oh, I didn't know hamster vets were a thing. Which, I mean, if you've never been told, understandable why you wouldn't know, but it's just unfortunate when those people are the people who have hamsters or at one point did have hamsters. Just like guinea pigs, hamsters need adequate space that is often not given to them. And most pet store cages are also way too small, in floor space and in depth. One thing that hamsters need that guinea pigs don't is the ability to burrow. They like to dig. They need to be able to dig to feel safe and to be healthy. So they need a lot of bedding to dig through. 8 to 10 inches worth of bedding to burrow in is usually the recommended minimum, but if you can add more, the more the better. Hamsters with deeper bedding have also been shown to spend less time running on a wheel and less time participating in behaviors like wire cage biting. Most pet store cages do not have a deep enough tray at the bottom to fill with enough bedding to allow for proper burrowing, and most pet store cages are also wire cages, which are not the best option for hamsters because hamsters are kind of escape artists and it's really easy for them to escape out of wire cages. As far as cage size goes, for a Syrian hamster, which is like a regular sized hamster, 100 by 50 by 50 centimeters is generally recognized as the recommended minimum. Pet stores sell smaller cages because they're cheaper to make, so they're cheaper to sell, and people are more likely to buy it if it's cheaper. And if they're smaller, it also means they take up less space on your dresser or your bookshelf, and that has a certain appeal to a lot of people as well. But hamsters in cages that are too small live miserable lives. A lot of people will opt for using tanks or IKEA furniture hacks or do other things to make completely homemade cages. If you need some inspo, I will link some useful YouTube videos down below so that you can get an idea of what we're looking for when we're looking for good quality and enriching hamster cages or enclosures. Most hamster wheels are also too small. And wheels that are too small can cause severe pain due to repeated and prolonged spinal curvature. Wheels with a 28 or 30 centimeter diameter are typically recognized as the recommended minimum for a Syrian hamster. There's also the matter of hamster balls. Some people go
Uneducated.
back and forth on these still, but the RSPCA has stated that they believe
So
hamster
I
to
can't
be
even
dangerous and
answer
when in a
for
ball,
her
the hamster
arguments
has no
because it's
control over
so
their
stupid.
surroundings, and they also have no access to food or water. They also
Some of
have
them, at
great
least.
eyesight, and when they're in the ball, they don't really have the use of their other senses like smell or touch, so it can make it difficult for them to move it around, and that can also stress them out. If you want to allow your hamster the ability to explore, it's best to give them a safe space to free roam in a room that is, closed off, no vents they can get into. I'm sorry, I'm looking down because there's a vent right there. No vents they can get into, no windows they can climb out of, no furniture with like small openings underneath that they can get stuck in. Have a room that you
Hamster
can easily
lives
hamster-proof and allow them to
underground.
free roam and explore. Rabbits are
Literally
one of the most
underground.
frequently neglected pets. They're often bought for kids who really want them in the moment, and they kind of get treated like a toy for a couple months until the kid loses interest. Because rabbits are prey animals, they commonly hide signs of illness. Anyone keeping a rabbit needs to be able to detect these subtle signs of illness and injury so that they can take them to the vet before things get too serious. Rabbits are highly social animals, and yet only 18% of them are actually kept with another rabbit. There's a lot of discourse about whether or not rabbits need to be kept with another member of their own species. I think whenever possible, it's best to, allow them to have another member of their species as a companion. Same goes for any animal that is socially dependent by nature.
It's like
But because
humanity
there are
is it
experts
a
who kind of go
lot.
back and forth and say, well, if you as the owner are spending a lot of time interacting with them, it can be okay. Like, because people disagree on it, I'm not going to make an outright statement of neglect about rabbits that are kept alone, but it is something to think about if you're going to get a rabbit. Think about whether or not you can get two, and if you can't get two, think about whether or not you're able to give the rabbit enough time to compensate for that lack of, rabbit companionship. You're going to start seeing a pattern here with all
Why?
of these animals because rabbits
Even
are
as
also
in pet
commonly
shops?
kept in spaces that are way too small for them. I think this becomes a pattern with a lot of different animals because we as humans tend to have the instinct to want to make animals fit into our lives as opposed to how we fit into their lives and how we can make their lives as good as possible. A lot of people will get these little hutches thinking that it's enough space, and it's not. For rabbits, the best option is really to have like a room in your house that is like the rabbit room and it's rabbit proofed and it's full of all of their food, their toys and everything, and that's like their space to free roam, or to rabbit proof your house and allow them to free roam the whole house, because you can make your house safe for a rabbit just like you can make it safe for a dog, and rabbits can actually be litter box trained just like cats can, so you don't have to worry about poop all over the house. But one of the biggest, most common, and most deadly mistake that rabbit owners make is underestimating how much water they need. A lot of people think that because rabbits are small pets, they don't need a lot of water and they'll need like what a guinea pig needs. But in reality, a rabbit will drink just as much water in a day as a small dog will. And they will not be able to get that water from one of those classic cage water bottles. Dehydration is really serious and really dangerous for any species, and a lot of rabbits die because owners underestimate how much water the rabbits need, and they think that cage water bottles are a safe option for the species. There is recent data to suggest that 75% of rabbits kept in the UK are mistreated. A majority of rabbit owners, when asked, didn't know what the proper diet for their rabbit was. And almost half of them didn't know that a rabbit needed space to exercise. This is just one example of how one of the biggest threats facing our pets is a lack of education, a lack of knowledge, and the spreading of misinformation. Birds are another commonly neglected and mistreated pet, mostly because of the lack of understanding of their needs. Birds are notorious for hiding signs of illness, like to a problematic extent, to the point where
But
it is
shops they
common for
sell.
birds not to show signs of
okay.
illness until they are on their deathbed.
So you
Even the
have
most educated
hamsters?
and experienced bird owners can miss these
Not in
signs.
the wild,
Many bird
I mean,
species can live really
like
long lives,
as
like
pets.
decades. They can live for decades, and a lot of people don't realize this prior to getting one. Birds are a huge commitment, and you need to make sure that you are ready to take care of that bird for the entirety of its lifespan. It is so common for birds to end up rehomed, abandoned, or dropped off at shelters when an owner decides that they're no longer up to the task of taking care of that bird because it's been alive for 25 years and I don't want to take care of it for another 25.
The thing that's scaring me, that everyone saving souls, not the genes. It's so wrong.
It's one of those things that you have to research beforehand. If you're not ready to take care of a bird for 50 years, don't get a bird. Birds need a social companion, typically one of their own species because they've evolved to live in flocks. But some individuals will form a pair bond with a human, and in those cases, it is believed to be okay and acceptable to keep a bird on its own. But it's important to have a firm understanding of bird behavior and body language so that you can determine whether or not you are in a pair bond with your bird. Many birds are kept in cages that are far too small for them to be able to fulfill their exercise requirements. Many full-time caged birds will experience stress, frustration, and anxiety due to the lack of movement and stimulation. Caged birds can become incredibly bored, which can lead to problematic behaviors like feather plucking and other unfortunate side effects like inappetence. It is very important that if your bird is spending any time in a cage, that cage is an appropriate size for the size and species of bird that you have. If you're keeping your bird in a cage, it's really important to allow them to have at least some time outside of the cage to stretch their wings properly, fly around, and explore. Just make sure that your windows and doors are closed first. There are a lot of people who will allow their bird to be outside of the cage pretty much whenever they're home to monitor them, and then the cage is for, the nighttime or when they're out of the house, kind of like a crate for a dog. Obviously, the best possible case scenario for a bird would be to be in a large aviary where they can move around and behave as freely and naturally as possible. But large indoor cages with lots of free flying time can also
They
allow
will
your bird
find
to
a way
have
to
to
kill
manage
themselves.
Birds are really prone to respiratory infections, so you gotta make sure that you are being very diligent about cleaning the cage properly. Diet is one of the biggest complexities when it comes to birds, and unfortunately one of the areas in which they are most commonly mistreated. Obesity and liver disease are really common in pet birds because a lot of people don't have a very good understanding
See you
of
next
what their bird's
time.
nutritional requirements are.
Said?
A lot of people think that seed is all a bird needs.
I don't know.
Not true,
What do you
unfortunately.
mean?
Now, you should obviously do your own research on the nutritional requirements for the species that you have, but it is also best to get some guidance from your vet because properly balancing a diet for a bird can be really, really tricky. And part of that is because we don't fully know the entirety of the nutritional requirements for some bird species, so it's best to talk to your vet so you can get as much information as possible. Obesity is just so common amongst pet birds because in the wild, birds spend about 80% of their day foraging for food. That's a big chunk of their time budget. Since in captivity they don't have to forage for their food, they can eat really fast, eat too much, get bored, and then you have a chunky bird. So it's best to feed as much of their food in puzzles as possible. This way they have to keep their brains engaged and they have to work for it.
Take
Also
care.
slows them down. You can put food into like little cardboard boxes or envelopes that they have to
Thank
pull
you, you
apart to get
too.
the food out of. You can put multiple dishes around the cage or around, the room that they fly in. You can scatter food across the ground in the cage. And adding things like toys, ladders, and swings to their cage or plants and branches that they can climb on are also great ways to help keep your bird active and entertained. Reptiles have evolved to live in very complex habitats that can be really hard to properly replicate in captivity. A lot of reptiles are kept in very spatially limited enclosures. There is a common but false belief that reptiles are really simple and highly adaptive, but in reality, they're actually not as biologically or behaviorally flexible as other animals, so it can be harder for them to cope in inadequate environments. Reptiles also aren't really like mammalian pets. They're not really domesticated, they're technically captive. So their enclosure really needs to be as close to their natural habitat as possible. A lot of them need to be able to hunt, climb, burrow. Some of them need to be able to swim. And unfortunately, a lot of enclosures just really allow them to perch,
Just
hide,
Greta
and eat.
Thunberg.
Reptiles
I have
needs
no
vary so much species
words.
to species. There are so many different kinds of reptiles, so I can't really tell you like the minimum space requirements for a reptile
She knows
because
nothing
there are everything
about
from
keeping
geckos to
animals.
snakes to lizards. Like it really varies. So you just really got to do your research. You really got to do your due diligence.
Why is she
Reptiles are
filming
also a lot more
so
cognitively complex than a lot of
specifical
people realize. As humans, we
video?
often talk about our like reptilian brain, which
She
is
have
our
no
fight or flight
experience at all.
response. And so a lot of people hear this and then they think that that's all that reptiles are. They're fight or flight. Like they think eat, poop, sleep, and that's it. But recent research has actually shown us that a lot of species can count, they
Most
can
of
navigate
the
mazes, they can solve
question
puzzles, and some of them
just
use
have
tools,
no
which is
sense.
so cool. Many reptiles need
At all.
highly specialized diets that
Hi,
are not as
Alon.
simple as just feeding some frozen mice or worms. For many reptiles, UV
How are
light
you?
is also really, really important for their health. Without it, they are unable to synthesize vitamin D3, metabolize calcium,
I'm just watching
or have a properly functioning
some video from a really uneducated person, and I'm burning out.
nervous system. But a lot of people will just get a heat lamp and call it a day. Unfortunately, that's not adequate for most reptiles. Most reptiles also need very particular temperature and humidity levels. A lot of them have basically evolved to move between a lot of different microclimates, so we have to be able to replicate that as best as possible. Dehydration is also really common amongst pet reptiles because a lot of people think that, just supplying like a water bowl or a water dish is enough, but a lot of reptiles actually need to be able to soak themselves to properly hydrate themselves and properly absorb water, and also to promote proper skin health. A lack of veterinary care is also really common for reptiles. This is partially because some owners don't realize
It's so
that their
stupid.
reptiles
I can't. I just can't. Let's find something more useful.
So we've just touched down here in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia. What I'm doing on my short 10-hour layover is going to the pet market. Jakarta is notorious for having one of the worst underground pet markets in the world, where they smuggle tons of critically endangered animals. So I'm going to go into the market, I'm going to expose what's going on here. Over 17,000 islands make up the archipelago known as the nation of Indonesia. And some of the world's most unique and fascinating species have evolved here, including the deadly Komodo dragon and the increasingly rare orangutan. But sadly, some of those rare animals are poached and smuggled from the wild and brought right here, and they end up being someone's new pet, or even worse, food. And while these pet markets may be legal, they are illegally trafficking protected species, and I can't lie, it's got me on edge. Some of the animals here are unbelievably rare. That's why I'm going in low profile. I'm going to see how long I can actually spend here and what rare species I can find before we wear out our welcome. Got a mangrove cat snake there. That's a really cool animal endemic to Southeast Asia. Really, really beautiful with the yellow stripes and the black head. Animal I'd absolutely love to see in the wild. Little tiny monitor lizards, leopard geckos. These are tokay geckos. Tokay, huh? Yeah. Bites, huh? Yeah. These are very notoriously mean geckos, the tokay geckos. They're very, very beautiful. Caught in the wild. Bite you, huh? Yeah, it's no good. Well, I'm trying to be very smiley and positive because they know what they're doing here. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with hamsters and rodents, but there's also a lot of illegal stuff here, and I am scared that we could get seriously in trouble for being here. So these are African guinea fowl. These are from where I'm from in Zimbabwe. It's crazy to see them here in Indonesia. Look at these guys, flying foxes. This is the largest species of bat in the world, and they're super, super cute. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, they're sold as a food animal. They're super intelligent. Look at those incredible faces, very fox-like. See them there? Super intelligent, very, very beautiful, but clearly they're animals that are captured from the wild, and they'll end up in a soup pot. So, really cool thing to see, but not in this situation. Good cigarette? No, thank you. No, thank you. So these are little tree squirrels here. Sugar gliders. They're a little nocturnal marsupial. Very, very cool. More cats. Cigarette? For you? I don't have. Nothing. I don't have, my friend. So look at all these little owls. These little pygmy owls. Babies. These are all caught from the wild. Do you have luwak? Luwak? No? They're getting closed up here. As you can see, I'm trying to be as friendly as I possibly can. I want to try and extend our welcome as much as I can, but every minute spent here increases the risk of vendors getting angry with us, and a lot of them do not want to be filmed. Look at these guys. These are little civets. They're an endemic omnivore. They eat both fruit, vegetables, as well as meats, and they're what they make luwak coffee out of. The coffee, they force feed them coffee beans and they poop it out, and then people love it. But they're just a very, very beautiful animal native to this part of the world. From Indonesia, of course, caught from the wild. Luwak? Friendly? Look at these guys over here.
You can see the terrible condition these animals are being kept in, and unfortunately, things are only getting worse.
Oh look, here we go. Here's primates. The long-tailed macaque. Hello guys, whose monkey is this? For you? Who's got the monkey? Your monkey? One yet? So this is really interesting. There's a long-tailed macaque here. This is a monkey that's been caught from the wild. It's being sold for the pet trade. I mean, this is something, it's kind of crazy to see. It's really sad. Like, look at the state of him. See his tail's all torn up. He's got mange. He's very, very defensive. He's very stressed out. And you would be too if your mother was shot and you were pulled off of her as a juvenile to be put into a pet market for trade. And that's exactly what's happening here with the
monkeys in
macaque.
the
It's a
market.
beautiful creature.
Can
It does not
believe.
belong in a pet market. Does not belong in someone's home. It belongs in the wild. This is one of the sad realities of this part of the world. Is these things happen, and they happen regularly. Look how terrified he is. Do you have Luwak? Can you hold it? Oh, his teeth are all pulled out. I see. So this is actually kind of sad. See this? There's a civet here, and these guys try to tell me, you know, don't buy the monkey, buy the Luwak instead, the civet. You can see he's upset. He's actually trying to bite me, but it doesn't do anything because they pulled all of his teeth out. So they sell these, they catch these animals in the wild, they sell them as pets, and you can see he bites, but it doesn't do anything because all of his teeth have been ripped out for the pet trade. This is a beautiful animal. It should be healthy and happy in the wild, but instead it's sitting here in a cage, upset, fighting with no teeth. How much for the monyet? How much? 500,000? What is that in dollars? 500,000. No, it's more than that. Here, I got it right here. $34. 35. Yeah, $35.
$35.
So he's just told me that the macaque here, like I say, an animal taken from the wild, they shoot their mothers and pull the babies off their chest. He'd sell it for $35. So that's all the value of this incredibly beautiful primate is. It's not a nice pet. It's aggressive and it's terrified. It's super unhealthy with all the scars on it. And yet for $35, someone here will take it, they'll put it in their home as an ornament, and that's one less incredible primate in the wild. So still really interesting to see all of these wild animals that are here, but I think we should move on before we get into too much trouble. What's his name? What's your name, my friend? What is it?
Karyadi.
Forrest. Nice to meet you. So I've just met this man here, Karyadi, and he's told me that they have another monkey. If I don't want to buy that one, he's going to show me another monkey, which is back behind somewhere. So we're going to go with him, Mitch. So maybe just stay with me. Let's see what he has over here. Go ahead, Karyadi. Go ahead. Thank you. Monyet, huh? Monyet. Yeah. Come with us. Just stay on your toes here, Mitch.
You can see how much more discreet this section is. There's a ton of rare animals here.
Oh, the owls. Yeah. More squirrels, sugar gliders, beautiful animals. Tree squirrels, watch out, Mitch. Okay.
It's so hard to see.
And one yet?
Poor animals.
No? They're shutting us down now? Can you show me where it is just to look? Okay, careful, this is getting a little sketch now. Beautiful wild songbirds. Look at that big civet. That's a three-striped civet. It's a different animal. Monyeta? Over here? Can I see? Closed? Closed. And the guy's not here? He's gone? What does he say? No. Small tail? Like a baboon? Baboon? Baroque baboon? Oh, it's a pigtail macaque. They've got one here? Any way to see it or no? Impossible? Okay. Alright, that's okay. Thank you. All right, I'm not sure if they just got cold feet or they saw us with the cameras or if they're actually gone, but he says that there is a small monkey here, but he says it has a small tail. So to me, that means there's a pig-tailed macaque at this market, another type of macaque, very rare monkey indeed, but it's certainly an open end in exposing some of the horrors of the animal cruelty here in this part of the world. Iguana?
So sad to see.
These guys actually may be the biggest problem
It's
of
like
all.
hell.
And funnily enough, these guys
Part
from where
of
from? This is a North
Earth.
American red-eared slider. It's one of the most
It's
invasive
unique
species on
place,
Earth. They've been brought around the
but
world for the pet trade because of
so-
their hardiness and their easy ability to reproduce. And because of that, they've been released in native areas and spread like wildfire. They're out-competing a lot of the native animals, super invasive. They are adorable animals, but they're not animals that you see in Asia at all. And unfortunately, that's led to huge ecological problems, and it's the result of these cute little guys right here. Lots of South American fish species, tilapia from Africa, gouramis from Asia. You know, the exotic fish trade is certainly not as harmful to the environment as a lot of the pet trade is, but there are some incredible fish here. Asian box turtles here. These are a semi-aquatic species of turtle. They shouldn't be in water this deep. They can very, very easily drown. Most of them are pretty beat up and have scars on them. They're a sign of good fortune and good luck, and the reason being, they have this amazing yellow stripes on their head, and apparently that yellow stripe in Asia signifies lots of money, good wealth, and so they're very common as a household pet to bring wealth into the home. They're a very beautiful animal. They shouldn't be in water this deep. It's very unhealthy for them, but very unique creatures. It looks like this section here is kind of the wild bird section. You can see all of these songbirds. Some of them are native, like the ones over here. Some of them, like the lovebirds, come from Africa. There's rats running around, street rats eating all the bird seed, but all of these are beautiful native songbirds caught from the wild, sold as a symbol of good fortune. There's actually a thing in Indonesian culture that says you're not a man if you don't have a songbird in your home. So basically everybody here in one of the most populated countries in the world, the fourth most populated country, has a beautiful songbird caught from the wild in their home. These are all flying squirrels, so these are all native out of the wild. See their little skin flaps between their front and hind legs. They all have mangy diseases and things from being kept like this. In fact, I think, no, he's not dead. That one's still alive. Beautiful animals, very beautiful eyes, but the flying squirrel, can I see it?
Poor
Open it.
animals.
Okay. See if these guys have their teeth removed or not. Come here, little guy. Come on. Come here, come on. One out of the pile here. Oof, easy. Come here. They don't want to go out.
Let's turn on our setup because I
Right.
need to go to the kitchen.
There you go. Listen to that little flying squirrel. All right, buddy. He doesn't like being handled. I'm gonna put him back. Looking amazing animal. See the flaps of skin between his front and hind legs. All right, all right, all right. He doesn't like being out. Go back to your friends.
For sure.
Poor little thing. Just goes to show you they don't make nice pets. They're not nice to handle. They're bitey. They're mean. They're beautiful looking, but they're not something that should be in the pet trade. All right, little guy. Little owl here on the outside of the cage. Okay, take it. Little baby owl. Of course, taken from the wild. And he should be sleeping right now in a nest, getting ready for the night, and instead he's sitting here on the side of a very busy road, exhausted,
really cruel.
clearly eyes wide open in the daylight, waiting to be purchased to spend his life in a cage in someone's porch, as opposed to in the wild where he should be. Beautiful animal. Yeah, this is a leaf turtle. It's another very, very rare species. Gets the name leaf turtle based on the big broad shell. Looks like a leaf when it sits on the forest floor. Beautiful animal, also taken from the wild, also critically endangered and mean likely to go extinct.
Be right
Sitting
back.
here in the tub for sale. It's crazy. You know, the thing is, if I could, I'd purchase every single one of these animals and let them go in the wild, but all that does is increase the trade. You're promoting it by purchasing it. The best thing you can do is expose it like I'm doing now, and I'm amazed we haven't been thrown out, and and ignore it, because if you go here and purchase it, you're contributing to the problem. As a biologist, I know the right thing to do is leave it. As an animal lover, I want to literally personally save every single animal here by buying it and setting it free, but you just can't do that. It's the wrong thing to do, and it is difficult. Whoa, look at these guys. These are little freshwater pufferfish. They're literally the kind of fish that you pick up and they inflate, they puff up. And to see them in the pet trade, I mean, that's really unique. Yeah, here they are in the bag. Look at that. Pufferfish. Riverine pufferfish from the wild. Yeah, those are mollies. Those aren't. I like these ones. These ones are good. Those are mollies. Those are very common in the fish trade in the U.S. But to see pufferfish caught from the wild rivers of Indonesia here in the market, that's very, very bizarre. Diversity here is absolutely crazy. It's not far-fetched at all to think that extinct animals would turn up here. I mean, my grandfather found a coelacanth at a food market, a fish food market. This is a pet market where the rarer something is, the more exotic it is, the more unusual it is, the higher price it'll fetch. And that's the sad reality of when things become rare, they become more sought after and they become more valuable. So all you can do is check.
I was starting to think these vendors had finally accepted us, but just as that thought crossed my mind, things started to shift, and they were getting a little annoyed. And it was clear we'd outstayed our welcome.
So there seems to be a bit of a problem now. Okay? No? No?
No.
He doesn't want to. No? No? He's kind of pushing us out. All right. No. Back up a little, Mitch. All right. Can we take pictures? Pictures? No? 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 They don't like it. All right. Okay. No what? No camera? Can we to see the money?
Okay,
No?
it works now.
You don't want us to take a picture? What about of the snakes and things? No? What problem? What? All right, so we're getting kind of shoot out everywhere now. Okay, we're being shoot out now. Everybody's kind of caught on to the fact that we're here and that we're filming, even though we only have a skeleton crew with one camera. We're being, okay. We're being chased out now. Nobody wants to show us anything. So we got in, we managed to see a lot, but we saw a lot of other very interesting things. And most importantly, we exposed the reality here of these pet markets and how things are poached out of the wild to go into people's homes.
Okay, we need to go now. Because I have a lot of chores in my kitchen. I'm so sad after this last video and previous two actually, because it was so stupid. There is no far right and far left. The true in the middle, always in the middle. And the true always complicated. It's not easy advice, it's not like one sentence advice. Always when it's about living creatures, it's really complicated. Even between one species, you have a lot of needs for each person, animal. So Okay. Let's go to the kitchen then. Is it connected? Not yet. Let's check what happens outside today, because my birds need the food finally. Need the food finally. Let's go check everything. It's almost dry. Bowl of soup. Can't open it. Okay. Wash the bowl. Nice and clean. Clean enough at least. And refill everything. It's for jackdaws and magpies, and this from small singing birds. It's not a lot left. Let's refill it completely. Okay, much better. Great. Hello, good morning. Nico, what are you making? I feeding my outdoor birds. Just clean everything and refill the feeders. Working on some project. I see. Let me guess. Is it graphic design? Great book. I have no hands. Oh no. First of all, I need to feed my fish too. I see. Is it about graphic design? Am I guessing right? About house. Okay, let's see what it will be. These small videos that I'm collecting. Actually, to be honest, it sounds like a scam. But let's see. Let's feed my pets with it.
In the cracked up pavement, dandelions grew like a vow from a world that wouldn't let us down. On an empty schoolyard, the summer was new. We talked about bands and ways to leave this town. We laughed and lied, debated and confided, tried to fake it to get by. Back at Johnny's house, his folks were out. Bright lightning struck like a golden blaze. Everyone went crazy. Everyone was there that night. Grown up kissed in the twilight haze. We thought we'd had it. Damn, I'm sure we did. Have we let it slip away?
If you want, you can cook.
In an endless dust we prospered. When everything was bright and new. A crew of jokers and
I don't know. It sounds like some scam, to be honest. So, if you can explain, okay, go for it.
we learned some chords, one pose, got cocky and loud. Wrote songs that existed. Thought we knew everything. Rehearsed in that old house, dreaming of a crowd. Just a heartbeat away. Still another life.
Okay, we have a lot of gooseberry. And they're green, not ripe enough. So I'll make s'mores from it. But first of all, I need to utilize leftovers from yesterday. It's actually a lot. I need to cook less. It's really a lot. I'm trying to learn new courses how to do it. I'm like magister of veterinary medicine. I know everything about it. Thank you for following, Pike. We are not cooking yet, but we need to utilize leftovers first of all. And then we'll cook s'mores and maybe burgers or something like this. I'll have to look at that on upload. It's from yesterday. Be right back. I need to utilize it since I don't have like grinder sink. I'm back. Actually, your veins are visible. It's okay. No thanks. It sounds like a weird fetish. We have a lot of these fetishes in our streaming platforms. Finally, it's sunny day. Outside. Oh, it's just visible. Actually, it looks cold. But still, it's sunny. Maybe it will be better later. One later. It's middle of summer, almost. There's not a lot of dishes today, and that's great. I'll make some compote and actually I want тушенка. I don't know, with pasta or so. I don't remember if I have pasta or not anymore. Likely no. Nice and clean. Be right back. All the people here trying making money. What I'm doing here? I don't need the money. I'm looking weird, like white crow. It's so important for people. Maybe someday it will be important for me too. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, nice and clean. Doo-doo-doo. Hi ChatGPT, remember me please how to make a compote. Maybe I forgot something, just check. Okay. Sugar free. The same but with sweeteners.
Okay, we need large. Let's bring it up a bit. Okay, nice. So, next one is preparing fruits. It's much more much better. I mean, let's take some fibra natural. Okay. We need to prepare the fruits. Wash it first.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time. You can rule illumination if we can keep the night. And you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal light. And another thing, we did the best we could.
Doing first part. Boil the water.
Where the tower they've been, where Jesus' secret again. We're fortifiers in the sky and forgers of truth. Like a wide awake, sleepwalking tide, coming to bring on the feast of your lives. And it feels so good, baby, it's understood. It feels so right, honey, to keep pushing into the night. Oh, it feels so good, sits in our humanhood. Oh, we're invincible, baby, last of our kind. This is the swan song you didn't think you'd be humming on. What the hell is going on? We started off so strong. Manufacturers of dreams, charlatans of love. And nothing here is really what it seems. Come on, praise now, lift up your voice. Oh, and it feels so good, baby, it's understood. It feels so right, just keep pushing into the night. Oh, and it feels so good, sits in our humanhood. We're invincible, baby, last of our kind. Praise now, lift up your voice, and it feels so good,
Isn't it sweet?
baby, it's understood.
No. Even this large one, not sweet at all.
Keep pushing into the night.
I don't know
Feels so good.
who thought it's a great idea to harvest green fruits.
Last of our kind. Oh, it feels so good, baby, it's understood. It feels so right, honey. Just keep
I don't know. It's courier. Hello. Thank you. Трое нельзя. It's a postman. Almost done. At least with gooseberry.
Reverend Jack laying half naked underground, bitten by a rattlesnake he bought from a traveling circus before it went down. He was honoring Jesus with his rattlesnake dance. Lord, couldn't you have given him one more chance? Bewildered Mary was part of the congregation too. She came flying down into the valley one day on a pale white horse with burning hooves. That's strange, said Reverend Jack. I didn't expect revelation to come so soon. Let's use that to enhance our message while we're pushing through. While we're pushing
And cut.
a figure in black none of them had seen before. Oh, is that you, Gabriel? Reverend Jack said, would you like to come inside? Nah, my name is actually Satan. Figure said my business been going down for a while. So the three of them sat down in the dim, sharing a bottle of warm soy milk. Satan's eyes on Mary, caressing like soft Japanese vintage silk. I came here to end you, Satan said, and laughed in a peculiar way. But thing is, after having seen your game, I really don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to. Ooh, don't know what to say. Fuck! You've been running my show way more efficient than I ever did. I don't know how you do it, but you have some real guts. Forbid. So I decided to leave it to you, and hell, I'm your biggest fan. You know, devilish fires ain't nothing to your systematic extermination plan. Devilish fire. So 1995. Devilish fire.
Oh, what's up? Hi. How are you?
So here we are, Reverend
Nice to see you.
snake bitten and cold. How is it gonna go?
What's
with the
up?
apocalypse now when Mary's left to herself and alone? She took off into the city on the back of her pale white horse, on fire. Pressing on for Armageddon to come. Satan, just a regular dude by her side.
I'm trying to make compote from green gooseberry. Because I don't know what else I can do with it. It's too sour, too young. Yeah, I'm great. Completely great. Everything's good. I hope at least.
You can come, I was always ready. You can take me, but please,
It's
not
weird age.
today. Take a ride from your clouds of glory. Oh, calm down, you can have it all, but not today. Not today.
What about you? How's your health? What doctor said to you?
Send down your fires and waters. Go on and rip the sky out. But not today. Not today.
Let's add a few apples.
Take a ride on your whitest of horses. Shake the earth. You can do it all, but not today. Not today.
Apples. What's that? Let it be also 5. Why not? Good. Thursday. MRI. Oh, I see. I hope you'll have some good news after it. Okay, I see. Wish you the best results. Hope everything will be good. Big love. Yeah. Maybe I need to make an apple pie because I have plenty of apples actually. I need to make something with it. Okay. And the last one. It will be enough for compote. Actually, I don't need to do it for compote, but why not? Yes. Interesting. In this chat I can't see the images, but here I can see. I need to fix it. Let's make. My streams is too boring for you, huh? I know. I think you used more like active chats. Here, mostly like meditative streams. It's not like daily. Yesterday we were driving to Dublin Zoo and it was closed. It was so fun trip. Yeah, it's mostly chill, then it's like not so fun. Okay, thanks. Okay, it's done now. It's plenty of fruits for this amount. What do I need? Maybe something like this. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a lot. Maybe I'll find some frozen berries. Or not anymore, I don't remember. But anyway, I need burgers. Nothing here, nothing here. Okay. Not that much. Looks like I don't have frozen fruits, but it's completely enough. Just add a bit water. Thank you, Zach. Okay, now we need to boil it. And wait like half an hour. Then froze the burgers. Nice and clean. What else? Hi, Mr. Ronan. How are you? Burgers. Let's unfroze it a bit more. I'm great, Ronan. I'm great. What about you? Let me see. I need to cut some vegetables. It's Master Ronan. I see, I see. Yeah, Vicky. My name is Vicky. Pam pam pam. Much better. How it will be like this. Because it's fine, thanks. Nice to hear it. Okay, the burgers. Let's air fry it. I find it funny that my name is Master Ronan. Why? I don't find it fun. Why do you think so? Just great name, I think. It remembering me of Ronan. I don't remember the name of the actor, but never mind. I have a fast twitch. The app is so broken. Why? What happens, app? It's like something wrong with player. Chat stopped working for you? Why? Maybe you mean the messages from YouTube, because YouTube is my main platform. Twitch, it's like side platform, so maybe you see the messages from YouTube. Hi, man lady. How are you? Twitch is best. I don't know what happens. Sorry to hear it. But sometimes it happens, just Twitch being Twitch, you're right. Sometimes. Whatever I typed. I see. I see. Which browser do you use? Maybe it's browser dependent. Is it Chrome or something else? Because nowadays all the apps only for Chrome, you know. It's every time it's working weird when you use Safari or the app. I see. I see. I'm not using it, so I even don't know what happens there. I'm only watching with my PC. Okay, I need naan, wraps, vegetables, cheese, Where is it? Cheese, like cheese. Yes, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's better. Last time I bought sweet potato wraps. It's so interesting. And it's good. Can't complain. Cheese is life. Yeah. It's even smell like usual wraps, but it's without wheat. Interesting. No, I can't, Mr. Ronan. Sometime I did it, but now I don't want to. Sauces first. What we have here? Mustard, sweet chili, barbecue, mayo. Never had sweet potato rolls. Me too. Before. It's squirting on me. My husband don't eat mustard. I don't eat mayo. So different combination. Yes, Ranan. I answered you. I don't want to make ponytails today. Maybe next time. No, I can't. Take larger leaves from here. I think it's a bit of delay. Maybe it's not understand it enough. Not clear enough. I have respect too. Next. Bell peppers. And tomato. Maybe one will be enough, actually. Yeah, it will. Okay, okay. Bon appetit. Thank you. Nice. My leg almost nearly died. Okay, the gooseberry almost done, but apples need more time. Let's open window because it's starting warming because of the stove and the kitchen is too small. What a beauty. Look at this. It's like not real. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Prefer yellow. I'm not sure that they have like different tastes. It's only color or not. Making me hungry. Everyone needs something good to eat every day. Okay, nice and clean. What else we can add here? maybe onion, but I don't want onions today, some why. Let's check what happens with our burgers. Like it's dripping of oil. I don't like a lot of oil, that's why I need to completely drying. That are supposed to be sweet, but I don't sweet. Yellow sweeter? First time hear about it. I thought it's only color changing. It's the same like sort, hybrid. Roasted vegetables. Okay, good to know. Never heard about it. Really? Like all my life, I can't eat sweet peppers. It's last year only I can trying to use to it. But it's like not my favorite vegetables. But red are supposed to be. I see. Good to know. Oh my god, let me show you. A lot of oil underneath on the C1. Want to try to it's stacking. Okay, and this side. Great, actually great. We can bake. Oh, apples almost done too. Let's try it without sugar yet. I don't know, maybe I will not add sugar. Maybe only sweeteners, but later when it will be cold. Yeah, it's huge burger. Yeah, it's the compote without sugar. Later I will add sugar if I will want it. Okay, that's it here. I think that's it for now. Hi Pimani, nice to see you again. How are you? Ultra strawberry. Like this? Okay, let's go back to my computer then. Hi, Heartbeats. How are you? I need to make
Right. See you next time. See ya. Let's put it to the charge. It's actually hot day today. Let's check the weather. Oh, it's 10 Celsius more than yesterday. Literally. Yesterday it was 7 Celsius here. And rain, and I don't know, even looks like snow a bit. Middle of summer, you know? Okay, let's check everything. Have a great time. Thank you. 21? Somewhere it's summer these days, somewhere it's Ireland. I'll get 25. I want 25 too. Just jealous. I want 25 too, but it's too cold. Maybe later I will walk a bit if it will be dry, but I'm not sure. Okay, now it's time to go. I'll be back later, I think. Maybe with gaming or painting or walking, if the weather will be good. So, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Photos I've been. Yeah, I was in the temperature too before in south. It was lovely to see you too. Hope see you next time. Baby song, let's raid baby then. But it's only 3 of us here, so I'm not sure if it's good. My Twitch channel is too small. Oh, boy flyer out here. He raided me before. Let's raid him. Not always. If it's too small amount of viewers, it's not good. Like it's like self ad, you know, self promo. Okay, see ya.
Walking.